So anyway, well, pretty much what I like to do is what I call like an after action report, which what we used to do in the military was it's 3 positives and then 3 negatives. Okay. Right. The positives are great, right? That helps. But realistically, what I actually prefer is the negatives. Okay. And the reason I prefer the negatives is because then it gives me a chance to get better at something, to find out what an issue was, to see if we can actually rectify it or not, and then make ourselves better moving forward. Okay. So if you could kind of
positives first.
Yeah. Well, yeah. If you want to, yes.
I would say positives. You guys were quick. It wasn't down here for months. It took barely 2 weeks. Yeah. And I think you're really reasonably priced. And from what I can see, it doesn't look like you cut any corners. It was completely sandblasted. Everything was painted. The negatives, I don't know offhand. I don't know what else I could have asked for that you didn't give me. Okay. I know the only thing that we did had changed. I know originally we had talked about doing the 2-tone, which was the gray on top and then the metallic on the inside. And we were going to just do gray on top and just metallic. And then I called you and I was asking you if I could have a little bit more time so we could throw in the pinstripe, just because I thought the pinstripe would give it a little bit more and make it look more like a 2-tone paint job. Yeah, it did. It gave it some depth. Yeah. Yeah, it looks good. Now I need to do that to the side of the truck. Side of the truck? We could do that. We could put like the old school where it's more of like the arrow, you know, that it just comes down like that. Yeah. Yeah. Just a little bit of splash of black. Yeah. Maybe I'll bring it back in the fall. Okay. But very cool. Negatives, I don't know what I'm not disappointed with anything. Okay. I think it turned out as well as I could have possibly hoped. And the speed and the cost were paramount for me. Okay. Usually I drop something off to get it painted and it's there for 3 months. And you guys, I mean, you were within budget and within time. Okay. That's all I could ask for. Very cool. Yeah, it looks good. I appreciate it. So I'll give myself some negatives. What I would have liked to done if I would have had a little bit more time, but it also would have increased the budget a little bit. What I actually would have liked to do is, so we went ahead and I put a 2-part epoxy on here and it filled in the sandblasting marks pretty good. Right. But what I would have liked to do is build it up a little bit more and actually went through and sanded the face. Because if I would have sanded the face, I'd have been able to get rid of all of that. I could have made it look almost just completely smooth. You would have had even more depth when you looked into it. You know what I mean? Because you wouldn't have had some of the texture from the sandblasting. Yeah. So that I wish I could have done. But again, it would have added another 14 and a half hours. Wow. To the work, because I mean, it's labor intensive. Yeah, I mean, it would have only taken us 1 day, but it would have been all 4 of us tackling the whole thing. So it would have been probably about another 14 hours, you know what I mean, to do that. And for me, the trailer's going to get beat up and used, so it's hard to justify. Yeah, no, I get it. If I was never going to use it, then that would maybe make more sense to me. But okay, like I can live with that. It's way better than it was. Gotcha. And it's going to get, it's going to get scratched up the first time I use it. Yeah, true that. Yeah, I know. But it looks nice. Okay. Very cool. Nice. Yeah, it's a working trailer. I could see if you were going to save it for a truck show or something, but gotcha. I don't know. I can't. I don't have any complaints. It looks a lot better than if I did it. Okay. So, well, very cool, man. I didn't have to sandblast it. Yeah, the sandblasting, the guys that did the sandblasting for us, they did a really, really good job. Dean Wickett over at Wickett Sandblasting. Yeah. They came out and they did it. Job, but they did. That's what makes everything else look so nice. Yeah, we did that, and actually the other thing I did too is like how we painted it. I had it up on stands for them, and then so we could get the bottom. I actually took the trailer and we flipped the whole trailer over. Yeah. I flipped it back over. Sense. Yeah, so then they can get back up on the top. Yeah. That was an interesting day because the forklift has no brakes. So that's good. It's in the nature. Yeah, yeah. So, but yeah. Other than that, then. I mean, I appreciate it. Definitely. Thank you for coming out. Yeah, no problem. Thanks for doing it so quickly. Gotcha. Appreciate it, man. That helps me out a lot. It's kind of hard to give up your equipment moving trailer when this time of year, but that worked out really well for me. So thank you.
Yeah, well, and the nice thing for us is I didn't have to wait on parts. This is what I tell guys a lot of times, especially when they're accidents.
Right.
They're always
right,
like, well,
sure.
when's it done? When's it done? I'm like, dude, it's only going to take me a little while. But if I don't have the part and the part doesn't show up,
Yeah.
I can't do anything
It's hard
about
to
it.
rely on somebody else to do their job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that, and I can only imagine what's going to happen with all the tariff stuff that's moving forwards.
Sure.
I'm pretty sure it's going
Yeah,
to.
it's not going to make it better right out of the gate.
No. So, but anyway, I won't keep you, man.
Hey, thank
I
you.
appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you very
Thank
much.
you so much.